Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel for a new month in my Clever Fox budget planner. I am very excited going into the new year. I know it's about a month or two into the new year now by the time you're watching this, but I'm really excited to tackle all my goals for the year and to really take advantage of this great planner. I've been sort of stumbling my way through it at this point, and I'm starting to figure out how to make it work best for me, so I'm really excited about that. So first I put down this cute important sticker and jot down that I need to get a job this month, which, happy to report, I already did, and I'm starting this week because I am getting very behind on money stuff, and that's never fun. So, of course, my usual first task is going through the small calendar on here, which I love. They did release a new version of the budget planner. They still have this one, but they have another one that I believe doesn't have this calendar. So if you don't need a calendar for regular income or anything, sorry, my cat just knocked stuff over. If you don't need a calendar for that, that's fine, and there's another option for you, but it works great for me keeping track of my irregular income. So this month, instead of just jotting down the dates in the colored ink, I decided to do what I do when I'm color coding in my regular planner and just use my highlighter and then write in normal black ink below. So I jotted down all of my nannying dates for the month, and then I'll fill in my other regular income sources later. And then I go through and fill in my normal expenses. I have my rent, my electricity, water, gas, phone, internet, groceries, dining out, all of that stuff. And I'm trying to keep expenses as low as possible this month because money, again, has been very tight. And my cat had to have a surgery, but before that, he was in and out of a 24-hour facility, and it cost so much. It was terrible. Last month was my first month not using the Living Well Spending Less planner in addition to this one, and I was experimenting with different ideas, and I think I figured out something that will work great for me. So I grabbed some very thin washi tape and mapped out on the bullet journal style page a grid that is similar to what I would use in the Living Well planner. And I decided to just use that week by week, and that way I also don't have to deal with a bunch of categories that I'll never use. I can just fill in the categories that I used and move on from there. So I think it looks really nice and will work really well. I also decided to use the checklist for something a little different this month. I'll use it at the end of the month to jot down whether or not I was under my grocery budget or over it. And I just realized I wrote grocery wrong for the first line, but that's fine. I'll turn it into groceries budget. Under my dining out budget versus over my dining out budget, payments on time, missed payments, gas under budget, gas over budget, just to keep track of stuff like that. And maybe at some point I'll actually use the monthly review page in this planner because I know that it's probably very useful. I am just crazy, and once it's the end of the month, it's sort of like this frantic dash to finish all the bills for this month, get started on the bills for next month and groceries and everything, and it all turns into chaos and doesn't leave me a lot of headspace for reflection, if that makes sense. So this week I also decided to go ahead and do my first week in this budget planner. So I'm excited to do all of the expense tracking on camera, because that is usually how I end up doing it. I don't write in here as I go. I go to my bank accounts at the end of the week and look at everything that came out. That way I don't forget anything. So first I put down some decorative stickers, focus on the now, live on less, little gas and food sticker, but then I jump into my expenses. So first up, I have Yum Yum Donuts. I did dining out. I go there every day, every couple days to get coffee, and then Clean Food Dirty Girl is my meal plan subscription. That's $25. Once I get more money coming in, I can pay for 6 months in advance and it will go down to $18, which will be really great, but I don't have that much money set aside right now to do it. And then there was a Postmates burrito that we got that was good. It was $20 and it was amazing. So far I haven't used any stickers, and I decided to, for my grocery item, use one of the food stickers again when I do my grocery haul at Ralph's, which was just $109 this week, plus a couple other grocery expenses. I consider the Clean Food Dirty Girl sort of a grocery item, but also a subscription item because it's part of my grocery budget. It's built into it a little bit. Next up, I have another Yum Yum Donuts and Trader Joe's outing. I decided to just group those expenses together to simplify it. It was $10.76. I had to get gas for $27. And then I also, the final expense for this week, I wrote down Peekaboo. It's this place that I went with a kid that I nanny, and it's $10 to get in, but they have Wi-Fi, coffee, and then it's this play space where the kids can run around and go on slides and a little bouncy house and all sorts of stuff. And that is my go-to when I'm getting behind on all of my work and just need to spend an hour or two getting caught up while I'm also taking care of a kid. And it's obviously like a really safe space for the kid, and the parents are fine with that because they know that the kid's having fun and it's a good outing so that we're not just staying at home all the time. Then I jot down my pay for the week. I nannied 4 days this week and made $365. It took me a second to figure out where to put the payday sticker, but I got there in the end. And I made a little bit extra. I made $10 extra on 2 of the nights because it was supposed to be $80, and instead I got $90 because I get $5 when I bring meals for the kids that I cook at home, and I like to do that because it's healthier food and I like to experiment and see what kids like and respond to. But I also brought them extra food that they ended up eating as well, the parents, so they gave me a little extra, which was very nice of them. And then I used this little heart sticker just to cover up a mistake on my part. And one thing that I decided to start doing last month that I really liked was jotting down wins and fails at the end of each week. So my win this week was that I was under grocery budget. My fail was how my cat got super sick. He's actually sitting on my lap right now with a big cone around his head. It was not fun. It was not fun going in and out of the vet and just seeing the numbers rack up, but we're really, really lucky and aware how lucky we are that we were able to get those expenses covered temporarily. And yeah, now I have more debt, but I also have my cat, so it's more than worth it. It was a very stressful start to the year, but he's home and hopefully he's gonna be okay. So then we're on to the next phase of this budget with me video, which is seeing how much money I've spent and how much I have going into the next week. So it was a very light spending week, which is great, and I also had low income, so that's good. So I made $365, and I spent $109 of those dollars on groceries, $25 on Clean Food Dirty Girl, $44.12 on dining out, and $27.24 on gas. So I'll jot down the numbers real quick. And then it turns out I have $159.64 going into next week. And I'm excited to come back next week and do this whole rundown again. It seems like a good system, and it's also a way to make it a little more fun having the decorative element to it. I think that's part of what I've been missing, and I've tried to figure out how to do it in the past, and I never really liked how it turned out. But I think I'm starting to figure it out by putting it in the expense section. It just spices things up. It makes expense tracking less like flagellation. So that is it for this week's budget setup and budget with me, and I will be back next week. Please let me know how your year has been going so far. Have you accumulated a bunch more debt like I have? Let me know. It sucks, doesn't it? It sucks so hard, but what you gonna do? Well, I got another job. That's what I did. And here we go. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Please like and subscribe.